What is good, everybody? It's your boy, the one and only King Tyson, y'all. We back here for another episode, y'all. This is episode 7 of the Highlight Heatwave, and it's going down, y'all. We're on the road to WrestleMania, y'all. We're on the road to WrestleMania 42 at that, and SmackDown just detonated into WrestleMania. So welcome all listeners, followers, and supporters. This is your boy, like I said, King Tyson, man. We're on the road to WrestleMania, man. St. Louis, Missouri, Randy Orton's hometown. WrestleMania 42 is just 2 weeks away, y'all. We 2 weeks away from WrestleMania 42. The mystery voice revealed, championships defended, alliances shattered, y'all. So what's going to happen? So let's get into the Highlight Heatwave, y'all. Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back to the Highlight Heatwave. Like I said earlier, I'm your host, the one and only King Tyson, y'all. And we're here for another episode 7, man. We're moving all the way up in 2026. And let's not forget, y'all, before we get into Monday Night Raw, let's not forget, I'm on the road to 10,000 subscribers, y'all. So help me get 10,000 subscribers. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to your boy. And also, I appreciate the new comments that's flowing in and the new subscribers, y'all. And look, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube, I appreciate all my new subscribers, supporters, followers. I thank y'all so much. So let's keep going up in 2026, all right? Like I said, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Let's do it together. Let's do it together in 2026, all right? So look, it's the freaking weekend again, y'all. Like I said, on every week and every episode, hopefully your week was stress-free, successful, and productive, and hopefully everything went your way. It's like hopefully everything went your way for real, though. Hopefully everything went y'all way, man, with this crazy weekend, y'all. So, all right, so we're gonna listen. We're gonna do what we do best. We're gonna get into Friday Night SmackDown. Before we get into that, let's talk about Speed, y'all. Speed in LA Knight. As we seen that last week, Speed dropped LA Knight. He dropped his ass with the brass knuckles from Logan Paul's mom. LA Knight came to Speed's live stream. He came to Speed live stream, and he was like, he's here to give him a receipt. So LA Knight threw Speed into his goddamn TV monitors, y'all. He threw him into his TV monitors. Speed mouth was all busted up. Speed was crying, looking crazy in the face. So what is going to happen at WrestleMania? I see a lot of people speculating online that it's going to be a 6-man tag. It's going to be the Vision, including Speed, versus the Usos with LA Knight. So we're going to have to see where this match happened at WrestleMania. There's only one way to find out. We can just keep watching WWE Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown. We're just going to have to see. All right, let's keep it moving, y'all. Let's keep it moving. Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, and Pat McAfee revealed. Remember, we were trying to see who was Randy Orton talking to a couple of weeks back, and it was the one and only Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee came on Friday Night SmackDown, y'all. This is what went down. Randy Orton opens the show, y'all. He opened the show soaking in his hometown. No reactions, declared WrestleMania is about him, not legacy. Cody Rhodes interrupts Randy Orton. Confrontation escalates, y'all. Confrontation escalates. So Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton went in on each other, y'all. They went in on each other. So look, Pat McAfee is the mystery caller. Low blow to Cody Rhodes. He came into the ring and kicked Cody Rhodes in his fucking balls, y'all. Pat McAfee just comes in, controversial promo. But yeah, so Pat McAfee said he was tired of he's tired of the shit. He said the WWE SmackDown ratings are low because of Cody Rhodes. He said it needs to be back high. And the only way it's going to be back high is when Randy Orton becomes the champion at WrestleMania, y'all. He's talking about all the low viewership that SmackDown's been getting because of Cody Rhodes. So he was like, fuck this. We need Randy Orton. So Pat McAfee was the mystery caller, y'all. So look, Orton and McAfee stand united to close the segment at the end of the show, y'all. That was crazy. That was some crazy shit. Why it matters, y'all? Why it matters? Completely reframes Orton versus Cody Rhodes, y'all. Pat McAfee's heel turn adds chaos to the title picture, y'all. This is crazy. So put in the comments how y'all feeling about Pat McAfee's return. Who y'all thought was gonna be returning? Did y'all think it was gonna be somebody else? Some more popular than Pat McAfee? But we're just gonna have to see. We're gonna talk more about it later on in the show, y'all. There's a lot that went down on Friday Night SmackDown, all right? So let's talk about Rhea Ripley versus Michin. Plus, y'all, we got Io Sky's return at the same time, y'all. So look, Rhea Ripley defeats Michin via submission, y'all, as Jade Cargill was watching her tap out right in front of her. Jade Cargill didn't like that shit at all. So post-match chaos, Jade Cargill, B-Fab, and Michin attack Rhea Ripley at the end. So as soon as Jade was about to do her finisher on Rhea Ripley, Io Sky returns, y'all. She returns to even the odds, and the crowd went berserk. The crowd went crazy, y'all. The crowd went crazy. Io Sky came in and she snapped off, all right? So Ripley isn't alone anymore, y'all. Rhea Ripley isn't alone anymore. J numbers game may be cracking. WrestleMania's implications loom. So we're gonna see, y'all. We're gonna see what happens at WrestleMania. Will Rhea Ripley become the new women's champion, y'all? That's what the word on the street is, that Rhea Ripley is gonna become the new champion. There's gonna be a whole lot of new champions after WrestleMania 42. But we're gonna see. I'm going for, I like both of them. Like I said, I like Rhea Ripley and Jade, but I'm going for Jade. Sorry, guys. Not sorry. All right, let's keep it pushing. Let's keep it pushing. This is episode 7, y'all. It's a freaking weekend at the same time. All right, so let's talk about Uncle Howdy versus Tama Tonga. The Lantern story, all right? So look, Uncle Howdy defeats Tama Tonga. And look, the aftermath, Tonga was like, he gave the lantern back to Uncle Howdy. He was like, we don't need this shit. He said, ever since we had this lantern, this shit has been giving us problems. And so Sokoa, wanted that lantern so bad. He's been taunting with that lantern. He's been taunting, actually, Uncle Howdy for a long time, walking out with it, carrying it around. So finally, Tama Tonga, after he lost that match, he was like, just give it back. We don't need it. It's causing us more problems than anything right now. Why it hits? Symbolic storytelling. Seeds of internal conflict within the MFT's one of the most atmospheric moments of the night right there, y'all. It's crazy. So we're gonna see what happens with MFT. Solo Sikoa was not feeling that shit, that giving the lantern back to Uncle Howdy. So let's keep it pushing, y'all. Let's keep it moving until the show. Make sure y'all hit that like, share, subscribe button right here, y'all. This is the Highlight Heatwave. I almost called it my old show, y'all. my old podcast was the Raw SmackDown. Almost said that shit. But anyway, we're gonna keep moving, y'all. We're gonna keep it pushing to Aleister Black versus Matt. So Aleister Black defeats Matt Cardona. The key moments, the key knows, y'all. The key knows. It was surgical targeting of Matt's arm. Aleister Black's mask finishes it decisively. The takeaway from this match, y'all. The takeaway from this match was Aleister Black looks cold, calculated, and dangerous heading to WrestleMania season, y'all. He's headed to WrestleMania season. So look, while we're on the road to WrestleMania, like I said earlier in the show, we're on the road to 10,000K. I cannot say that enough. So make sure y'all hit that like, share, and subscribe button, y'all. It's your goddamn WrestleMania season. All right, let's keep it pushing. Let's keep it pushing. How y'all feeling out there? Put in the comments y'all predictions, y'all WrestleMania predictions, comments, or concerns. All right, let's keep it moving. Let's talk about the women's tag team chaos. Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss. I'm calling them Charlexa versus Bayley and Lyra Valkyria. So look, Charlexa defeated Bayley and Lyra Valkyria, but the post-match, Nia Jax and Lash Legend, attacked everybody, y'all. They attacked everybody. So I believe at WrestleMania, it might be like a fatal four-way, a tag team fatal four-way for the tag team championships. I think that's what we're gonna lead up to, because we don't have no clear picture of where the women's tag team championships are leading to. But like I said, it might be leading to a fatal four-way. All right. So look, like I said, the women's tag team picture, totally anarchy. No clear favorites. Momentum is unstable heading to WrestleMania. Like I'm just saying, we don't have no freaking clue what's going on with the women's tag team championships right now. So we just going to have to see as we got 2 weeks away from WrestleMania 42, y'all. All right, let's keep it pushing with your boy, King Tyson. Let's keep it moving. So the men's tag team championship madness, Damian Priest and R-Truth versus The Miz and Kit Wilson. On the last episode, I called him Kit Williams. But anyway, Kit Wilson. So the wild moments, Danhausen, y'all, the vampire in Brooklyn interferes, and he cursed the referee. And at one point, R-Truth and Damian Priest almost lost the match because The Miz gave R-Truth the skull-crushing finale. So since the referee was cursed, as he was about to count to 3, his arm started hurting him. He was like 1, 2, and he was like, my arm. And The Miz was like, what the fuck is going on? So all of a sudden, yeah, Damian Priest seals it. Anyway, y'all, he gave him the South to Heaven, tone shift, and the ref counts to 3 with the other hand, and Damian Priest and R-Truth remain champions. Comedy without killing the stakes. Champions survive chaos, y'all. Comedy without killing the stakes. And the championships survive the chaos. So big ups to Damian Priest and R-Truth for retaining the championships. But for how long, though? For how long? We are just going to have to see. All right, let's keep it moving, y'all. We got the United States Championship main event. Let's take a look. Sami Zayn defeats Carmelo Hayes and retains his championship. See, I thought they was going to have like a triple threat for, at WrestleMania, but clearly Triple H had other plans. So after the bell, Trick Williams, like I said, Sami Zayn wins. But after the bell, Trick Williams attacks Sami Zayn with Lil Yachty was also involved. So like I said, the stars are coming out for WrestleMania. This is WrestleMania season. So now we got Lil Yachty joining WWE for WrestleMania. We got Lil Yachty, Jelly Roll. Who's next on the goddamn list? Oh yeah, we got Pat McAfee's back. So who is next, y'all? So triple threat tension rising. Why it matters, y'all. That's what I was saying. It's like triple threat. It definitely should be a triple threat at WrestleMania. So why it matters? Sami Zayn fighting from underneath. Carmelo Hayes still feels unfinished. And then Trick Williams, y'all, position himself as the star attraction. He's positioning himself as the star attraction. So look, before we go any further, y'all, how y'all feeling? Make sure y'all hit the like, share, subscribe button. I appreciate y'all every week and every episode, man. Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. I appreciate everybody. But before we leave, y'all, let's get into King Tyson's Keep Chat. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Question 1 for y'all. Was Pat McAfee heel turn genius or was it overbooked? All right? Was it overbooked? Pat McAfee finally revealed himself as the mystery voice. But did the WWE strike gold or did they go too far, y'all? Did he strike gold or did they go too damn far? On side A, it was a genius move. Pat McAfee has main screen credibility, instant heat without hurting Orton, makes Cody Rhodes versus Orton unpredictable, and then he brings non-wrestling eyes to WrestleMania, y'all. But on the flip side of things, overbooked, Cody Rhodes didn't need an extra obstacle to take the spotlight off Orton's hometown moment. Risky to put WrestleMania stakes on the media. Personally, y'all, it was risky personally, but it could feel forced if it pays off, y'all. This only works if Pat McAfee commits, y'all. Halfway won't cut it, y'all. Halfway won't cut it. He has to be 100% committed to doing this all the way to WrestleMania, y'all. So look, question number 2, y'all. Question number 2. Is Rhea Ripley still the most dominant woman in the WWE? All right, put in the comments, is she still the most dominant woman in the WWE? All right, so Rhea Ripley won the match, but did she really win the night, y'all? She won the match, but did she win the night? So I'm gonna say yes. She beat Michin decisively. She survived the numbers game. Io Sky choosing her side, says everything present is still unmatched. But on the other side, y'all, momentum slipping, needed it back up. Jade controls the chaos. Power dominance equals narrative dominance. WrestleMania Path looks crowded, closing line, y'all. It looks crowded. So we gonna see. In my words, Rhea Ripley's still the standard, but the margin is thinner than ever, y'all. So we gonna see. Is Rhea Ripley, y'all, still the most dominant woman in the WWE, all right? Go put it in the comments. Put it in the comments on the Highlight Heatwave, y'all, episode 7. Let's get it. Let's go to number 3, Uncle Howdy, y'all. Let's talk about Uncle Howdy. Uncle Howdy, long-term storytelling or slow burn risk, y'all? Let's talk about it. Uncle Howdy didn't just win. He sent a message. He sent a message with the lantern. Long-term masterpiece. Symbolism matters. Tama Tonga's, hesitation tells a deeper story. He tells a deeper story. The WWE rarely let stories breathe like this. Cult level intrigue is back, y'all. So on the flip side of things, it can be too slow. Casual fans may lose interest. No clear WrestleMania payoff yet. It needs clearer direction soon, y'all. It needs clearer direction soon. Mystery without answers can stall momentum. All right, it can stall momentum. This is cinema, y'all. This is cinema, but cinema still needs a climax at the same damn time. Let's talk about the next question. How y'all feeling, man? Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. Keep on saying that enough. Ain't say that enough, actually. Let's keep it moving. Is Sami Zayn the right United States champion right now? Is he the right United States champion? All right. Sami Zayn retained, but the chaos afterward might still tell a different story. So look, on one side, absolutely, it connects emotionally with the fans. It elevates his opponents. Sami Zayn makes the title feel earned. Perfect, and it also is a perfect anchor for a triple threat match, y'all. It's a perfect anchor for a triple threat match. But on the other side of things, y'all, it's time for a change, y'all. It's time for a change. Carmelo Hayes feels like the future Trick Williams stole the spotlight. Listen to this, y'all. Sami Zayn may be better chasing than holding the title because the WWE can use fresh identity, y'all. It can use fresh identity right now. So Sami Zayn may be a better opponent chasing the championship than being the champion himself. All right. So Sami Zayn wins matches, but is he winning the era, y'all? He wins the matches, but is he winning the goddamn era? So we're just gonna have to see. Let's keep it pushing. All right, let's keep moving with the last one, y'all. Comedy belongs in title matches. Agree or disagree, y'all? Do comedy belongs in title matches? So, like I was saying, Damian Priest and R-Truth versus The Miz and Kit Wilson, on one side, so yes, the WWE has a variety of entertainment. R2 as the personality. Titles still change hands. Clean crowd. It still changes hands, but clean crowd stay invested, y'all. The crowd stays invested. On the other side, does comedy needs to be in championship matches? No. Stakes should never feel. Comedy ages fast, but it undercuts Damian Priest, seriousness. WrestleMania season needs the intensity rap. They need the intensity rap ASAP. So fun is fine, but championships remember the tone, y'all. Championships remember the goddamn tone. So look, that was it, y'all. That was a wrap for Friday Night SmackDown. Like I said, it went down. I know y'all see I got a band-aid. I got cut up all through yesterday. It's been crazy. But anyway, so that was Friday Night SmackDown. It went down, man. I liked it. Friday Night SmackDown was on fire. But I wish Randy Orton had somebody else than Pat McAfee. But it is what it is right now. So look, that was the final wrap up of the Heat Wave. This was episode 7, y'all. Appreciate y'all for pulling up on me every week, every episode, y'all. So look, like I said, Friday Night SmackDown was a massive reveal, clear WrestleMania paths, controlled chaos, and look, my final thoughts is this wasn't just hype. This was pressure, y'all. This was pressure right here. But yeah, so my final thoughts of this, y'all. My final thoughts were this wasn't just hype. This was pressure right here. This was pressure. So like I said, on every week and every episode, we're on the road to 10,000 subscribers, y'all. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers, so make sure y'all hit that like, share, subscribe button, man. I appreciate y'all. And also, we're on the road to WrestleMania 42, all right? So I appreciate y'all every week and every episode, man. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but you're right here with the one and only King Tyson. And I will see y'all on the next episode. I'm out.